Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings, the place on the internet where all we talk about is how to get happy, how to take that next step in your life, and how to build a plan so that you enjoy the journey towards your destination. Hi, I'm your host, Kelly Lunt, and I love to come live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time here on YouTube. I'm a channel, a medium, and a law of attraction expert. So I always love to start the show with a general channeled message for the collective of spiritual people like to call it. So that way, those of you who can't join live, you can still come back and hear a personal message. And for those of you who are able to join live, I stay on for 30 minutes to give free mini reads. I am available for personal readings. I do have a Law of Attraction Mastermind opened up. So if you'd like either of those, just drop me a comment and I will get you the appropriate link. Without further ado, let us hear what Spirit's message is for us this Friday to help us get a high vibe and move forward in life. Becoming you. We're going to stick on that topic for a while. Becoming you. Many of you are viewing it as this hard to find, here's exactly who I am. Though we do agree that there's like overarching principles. Some of you would call that values. I value good health. I really value my friendships. I really value family. There are those longer term commitments, but we need you to be aware that it's okay to update who you are. Some of you are just in a little bit of despair because you want to get happy. So you go and go, oh, well, I used to really like doing this. You go and do it. And then you're like, but I'm not happy. And that used to make me happy. Oh my God, I think I'm doomed to never be happy. Those smaller things. Do you want yoga or dance? If you want dance, do you want something that's more about precision, ballet, or do you want something that's more about big movements? You've got to view it as a rediscovery of exploring it. That's what kids do. Kids are, what are we doing? No, I don't like that. I'm going to do something else. What are we doing? Oh, I like this. Let's keep doing it. Giggle, giggle, giggle. It's a re-getting to know the hobby that you like at this age. Is it going to a board game group once a week? Kelly enjoys that. No amount of ever going to the gym, which science and studies prove if you go and work out for 20 minutes, it increases your energy, it releases endorphins, it helps you get happier. No amount of overcompensating by going to the, well, maybe I just need to go to the gym one more time this week to get the right amount of happy hormones in me is ever going to compensate for the fact that she just enjoys a group of people getting together to play a game. You guys need to see the significance of that. Some of you, it will be, oh my God, I want to go back to reading books for the fun of it. Give me the fantasy books, spirit. Give me the sci-fi books. Some of you would like that, but you're not allowing yourself to do it because it's not productive. It won't help move my goal forward. Perhaps reading that book won't get your goal forward, but reading the book that will then get you happy. Once you're happy, you're in alignment, you're in the receptive mode. We can then give you your inspired idea. Well rounded also means enjoying your downtime. That's what we want you guys to hear. You need to learn, you need to rediscover how you like to enjoy your downtime. For some of you, it will be, I really enjoy cuddling. That's right, I do need a significant other, so I could just lay and cuddle in the evenings. I really have a guilty obsession with the Kardashian show. It just brings me such giggle delight. Whatever it is for you guys, it's time to rediscover that. And with that, we open it to questions. Hey, Karina. Good morning. Happy Friday. Well, you're first and only. So, what comments, questions do you have? And what little mini reading would you like? How are you today? It's like, should I title this The Karina Show? I totally should, huh? I could see why Contra and Antoinette might be we just had our mastermind call last night, so I could see why they're like, "Oh my god, I don't need any more spirit." I missed the very first part, but was just thinking about picking up a new book. All right, Spirit, what do you got for Karina for getting to happiness then? To help her. If she got a sounds like she heard her intuition about picking up a new book. What do you got for her on that? Oh, they're saying pull tarot cards. Interesting. All right. So what does Karina need to hear for happiness? What does Karina need to hear about this new book? I feel like time is always a factor. I hear that. I believe you have kids too, so I definitely hear that. They're okay. If you have like 3 kids, 3 and under, yeah, you've got no fucking time. Good luck. Just try to survive, you know? Once like the youngest is like 5 though, that's where it does come down to good, healthy communication skills and like emotional navigation, um, and prioritizing. But if kids are 3 and under, oof, good luck. Survive. Trust fall. If you keep them alive, you did a good job. Okay, so what does Karina need to hear? Oh, you actually really do want peace and happiness. You're letting go of control of the how. And like what that looks like is sometimes people get in their mind, this is exactly this is exactly what I need. I need a guy who does this, 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 and this. And then like when you get that guy, you're like, wait, why am I not happy though? So this is where you let go of the okay, universe, I just want to be in a happy relationship. So you're letting go of control and you're letting go of having to sacrifice before it can get good because you're really craving like a happy, peaceful home, contentful life. And you're like you are going through like a mini rebirth, which tends to indicate you're really evaluating like how you prioritize your time, what you spend it on, who you spend it on, where you spend it, that kind of stuff. And there is a need to reevaluate how you spend your time because once you take some things off your to-do list, that's when you're going to open up to be creative again. And Karina, like that's from our point of view. You're wanting to open up to that creative space again where you're even thinking of fun stuff that you want to do versus the stuff for your kids and family. Understand? 10 and 13, pretty independent, but I'm going 24/7 and a 24-year-old too. Okay. So yeah, you're at the age where it is just about emotional navigation and communication. Like, hey guys, I know you're used to me doing this, but I need you guys to step up more around the house because mom needs to. I'm happier when I go to the Thursday night Zoom class. Yeah, Antoinette made it. Does that make sense, Karina? It's finding that thing that I'm happier when. And I know for me, like I need to lift weights 3 times a week. If I lift weights 3 times a week, oh my god, my body feels good, I feel strong, I feel competent. It gives me this feeling of competency. If I only do 2, I'm like, "Meh," but if I do 3, I'm like, I should be proud." And if I do cardio twice a week, I've just got this like sustained energy. And I mean like a little bit like medium to higher intensity cardio. So like do you see that level of like those are kind of non-negotiables for me. And once a week, I just need like a really good long walk. Those are non-negotiables for me. So it's kind of like if you're gonna date me, if you're gonna be my kid, unless if your kids are 3 and under, fucking just good luck. But once they're 5, it's like you can come with mommy, but mommy's going on a walk. I need to walk fast, which means you need to keep up. We're not talking. We're not stopping to look at bugs. We're not stopping to look at flowers. You're keeping up with mommy if you come. Do you kind of like, it's like hey, I exist. Yeah, I'll pass that. Yeah, I guess for like 11, I don't know what's going on in your life, but it's do you still hear the you're rediscovering? these are the things that I need to do that make me really happy. And for some people, I know some people, they really just like waking up mellow in the morning and drinking like a latte or whatever. And they just want that 30 minutes uninterrupted time. You might be a little bit more mellow. For me, it's I need the workout. And I do need to meditate. Okay, what questions, comments, thoughts do you have on that? And what's up, Antoinette? How are you? I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if Antoinette and Contra are going to show up after last night call. Did they get enough of me? But and the other part that you need to hear that they're saying is that there are some things you have to pull back on doing for others. So give me your questions. Yeah, I definitely. Hey, Crystal Rose. I haven't seen your name in a really long time. Yeah, I definitely need my reset moments, working out and enjoying little peaceful moments. Oh boy, makes sense. Yeah, so it's like if they're like 10 and 13, I'm feeling really down today, feeling sad. Um, okay, let me focus on Karina right now though. Well, I don't know what your day to day is, but like if they're 10 and 13, like they're old enough to have chores around the house, you know? They're old enough to, hey, I know you guys are used to me cooking every night. Um, I need to start going to yoga, Zoom, Zumba, whatever, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I need you guys to start cooking twice a week. I have an idea. We could just rotate you, and it just kind of rotates. That way, you guys are only ever making dinner once every other week. Does that kind of just make sense? The direction? And they're saying, yeah, you need to hear this because there's still a little bit of you giving too much in terms of taking care of other people, where they're actually competent for it, like they're capable, and able to do it. She one of them with special needs too, so it makes it a little more challenging. But I love being a mom. Okay, so that I love being a mom. It's like, what do you get out of it? Every time you do something for someone that they could technically do on their own, what do you get out of it? And most of the time I find it's, well, I feel needed. So just because you're not the one making the food, cleaning up the table, doesn't mean you're not needed. You're still the one, okay, you're gonna make lunch for your brother. Okay, good. I'm gonna go to my class. I'll come back. And when you come back in and check in and go like, oh, did you like your lunch? Oh, your brother made you like a rice omelet. Oh, that's supposed to taste so good. You see how you're still the one kind of like you're supervising. And other people, obviously I don't know exactly where your son's at when you say special needs. I used to be a CNA, certified nurse assistant. One of the things that they taught us was that most of the time when you're taking care of the people, especially the older people, you want them to do as much as they can on their own. And I remember one time I went into someone's room to like it was time to brush their teeth, and I just brought them their toothbrush on their tray, and I'm okay, here you go. And he looked up at me and just kind of opened his mouth, and I was just like, "Oh, would you like to try?" And he looked at me shocked, stunned, like a tear almost fell out, and he grabbed it and he did his best. He's like, "Did I do a good job?" I was like, "You did. It looks like you missed one part here. Can I get that one part?" And then he went for it. And he's like, "No one, I haven't brushed my teeth in years." And he just looks so like, "I did it." I was like, "Wow." Um, I know I was very busy around Christmas. I had my dad over. We got the best New Year's Christmas Eve. Oh, good. I'm glad you had a good Christmas Eve. He was given all the clear from cancer. Good job. So amazing Christmas present. Hope you had a nice Christmas. I had a wonderful Christmas. It was a good one. Um, yeah. So Karina, take stock of like that, but I feel needed when I do it. So and then replace that with, okay, I need myself. I need to do this for me. And then because when I'm happier and when you're happier, you're going to be radiated and even have even more love to give. When I'm like healthier and eating good, it does take a lot of time to cook the food that I eat. Like I pre-make a lot of soups. A friend called last night. And I was like, oh, well, if you're like, done with the gym, like you can swing by and like I just made some like lamb rice and I don't know, some veggie dish. They're like, you just have that on hand. I was like, well, it's what I made for dinner. Like, and I'm just willing to share it with you. So it does take time. A decent amount of time because I make the soups, I pre-stock them, I make meatball like, it takes time. But I have so much more energy so that I can actually give more. My 13-year-old, he's become very independent, but it's hard to let go. Yeah, I get that, I get that. And it's just when you let go, you'll rediscover a new way to be needed. Instead of actually doing, like, the physical things, like washing the dishes, pampering them with that kinda love, you might find that now that they're, like, doing some of the stuff on their own, they'll share emotionally. So then you get to be the one helping them with emotions, you know? Okay. Alright, so let's go to, do you use a soup maker? A soup maker? What the fuck's a soup maker? No, no, I don't. I just use a pot. I'm gonna Google that. Although, soup maker, I mean, a rice cooker, I kinda see the value in getting one of those. It would just be easier to make rice. Soup maker. I don't know what to say to that. Okay, so who wants a read? I think Antoinette's, I'm feeling really down today, feeling sad. What else do you want to say about that, Antoinette? Oh, good morning, Concha. Hey. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday, as the corporate people like to call it. So it's snowing here in Chattanooga. Like, no one knows how to drive in it because it snows so rarely here. Happy Friday. Adriana Gonzalez made it. We put it in a machine, then it boils and purees it all to the Constitution. Oh, interesting. I do make cream of broccoli and I do make ginger carrot soup that I just have in an immersion blender that I puree it with. How interesting. I'm just feeling like the things on my fest are not going to happen. Okay, so you're having a step 5 moment. I feel deflated. I feel defeated. There's a little bit of me that's in despair. I definitely feel pessimistic that it's ever going to come in. I hate the fact there's a part of me that feels unworthy of my desires. I don't like this feeling. This really, really sucks. And in fact, I really, really hate having to adjust going back into the office and all this change. It just feels like it's being thrust upon me and like I'm not calling it forward. Tell me what you think about that so far. Dude, the ginger carrot soup EMF is like really good. It's really anti-inflammatory too. Your skin will fucking glow. Make sure your ginger carrot soup. Oh, I just cussed. Make sure it's a recipe that has the ginger and turmeric in it because your skin will glow. And oh, you will just lose any inflammation you've got. I've seen the snow. They're having a lantern. It's so funny because they are shutting down places. Yeah, our like people have had to, like, turn around this whole day, they can't get through the tunnel. I wonder what's there. I mean, I have enough food, so I don't need to go out of my house. Um, so Antoinette, it's a day of tending to your emotions and your vortex, and a lot of this is actually about you, like, kicking and screaming about going back into the office and feeling like it's being thrust upon you instead of something that you intentionally manifested, but this is one of those times where sometimes when you guys manifest something, you're like, "Oh, I want a boyfriend," and then you, like, meet him, and then the path just unfolds, right? That happens. Then there's sometimes where you're like, "I want this thing," and you have resistance to it, so they can't just have you bump into the person. They have to, "Oh, let's get my human back into the office." Does that make sense, Antoinette? So you're, like, kinda kicking and screaming, but it's all on your path. Antoinette, you're always on your path. You're always on your path. There's just a part of you that also, everything Kelly said, but you haven't fully cleaned up that I think I got off my path by having this child. Because then what it does is everything you do after that moment, it's all out of alignment because of that one thing. Instead, it's got to be I'm always on my path. This is just simply the new thought that I have to bring into alignment, whether it be kids or age. And that's not people who are older. Oh, but I'm old, spirit. And we just say, that's just the thought you have to clean up now. When you're younger, it was, but I'm too young. No one takes me seriously. So then it's okay. I'm ready to be taken seriously. I'm ready for others to see me as someone to take ready as serious. When you're older, it's just got to be, all right, I can do things to get my energy back up. Okay, I can be open to being curious and optimistic again. So it's just the next thing to bring into alignment. Antoinette, a lot of this is what Kelly calls kicking and screaming. And do you understand? Yes, I need to kick and scream. Damn, I missed what you said because the ad. Oh, the ads run actually. That's I don't get any notifications when they run. I'm good enough now. But this is also Antoinette that 2 to 3 minute meditation. Bump it up to 3 to 4 minutes so that you can get zened, and then you'll be like, oh, I'm just sad about this. So instead of like, I'm sad and letting that emotion wound you up, I feel sad right now because now you're open. I feel sad right now. Oh, good job on the 5 minutes. I feel sad right now. And that's as far as I can get in terms of processing my emotions on my own and for myself. And it just sucks that I don't know why I feel sad. But the next 5 minute meditation I do, I know I'm going to find more relief. And then you just immerse yourself back in it. You got to go from I'm sad, I feel sad. If you can identify why, that's when it tends to release out of your body. If you can't identify why, just go, sucks, I don't have the time to process it, but I know my inner being's got this. My job right now is just to refocus on work and do a good job. Maybe my inner being can get me into alignment at the end of the day. If not, no matter what, next time I meditate, I'll get more clarity on my emotions and just go from I am to I feel. Okay, who's next? Who else wants to read? Was there, I may have missed a question, but who else wants to read? We got 8 minutes left of the free section. Ooh, what would my guides like me to know, please? I haven't channeled someone else's guides in a while. Crystal Rose. Crystal Rose. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see. There's a handful around you. There's two that are sending you energy. We need you to see and open up to how beautiful you are. You allowing yourself to feel beautiful is what's going to open you up to a lot of your desires. Do you see? They have more they want to say too, Crystal Rose. They just want your response to that. Karina, guys. Oh, oh. I think it's to do with confidence. Yes, I understand. I think it's to do with confidence. Karina, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. God, I love what I do. Okay, Crystal Rose, guys. It's a bit of confidence for sure, but it's also you opening up to feeling beautiful is what's going to open you up to that upper half of that scale of that emotional guidance list. It's what's going to help you get out there and go after things that you want. And it's not about feeling like that sexy movie star who I love it when people lust after my body. It's just hey, I am beautiful. Hey, I did take care of myself this week and I'm feeling good about it. And I'm aging with grace. Um Aging is a privilege and I'm doing it smashingly well. Universe, help me open up to feel beautiful. And what you're going to find, Crystal Rose, is as you open up to feel beautiful, you are going to find some old thoughts and some old memories that either need healing or cleaning up. And a lot of it is as you clean up those memories, you're going to release a lot of old baggage. That's our main wish for you to hear. So, this is something that you should set aside some time for 2 or 3 times, 30 minutes, just sit down and go, okay, I'm going to sit here and meditate, focus on my breath. I'm open to feeling beautiful. Guide me. And then let the memories come up that need healing. And they're asking, "Do you understand?" Oh, someone else gave the Friday love. You got 2 likes on it. You got a heart for me and a thank you. I want to start my own tarot business. Also, fancy a lovely man, but don't feel worthy sometimes. Oh, okay. So that's absolutely what the beautiful is about. Once you like clean up whatever reasons you're using to hold yourself back from feeling beautiful, and I gotta tell you guys, I actually did that. They gave me that guidance a couple months ago. My interactions with men are so much different now because I used to feel like, oh my God, I'm almost 40. No one wants me. And now people are like, "You are not 40. No, you're not." And I'm like, "Well, I'm not 40, but I'm almost." And then in terms of business, like sometimes if something happens in the past, like maybe someone took advantage of you and you're like, you felt beautiful that day, they did something, took advantage of you, then you shut down from feeling beautiful. It takes away a level of feeling like I can trust myself and I'm competent. Like when you're pulling tarot and telling people yada 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 and they're like that's not true, you have to have a level of confidence and competence in your ability to like read the tarot and to channel spirit guides to go, okay, I hear your resistance. You might be right, I might be wrong. I'm open to being wrong, but like 99.99% of the time, I'm not. So you've got to be willing to say, I'm open to being wrong. I might talk to me a little bit about it. And typically when they talk about it, I'm like, oh, that's what they're talking about right there. And then they go, oh, you're right. So that's why you're 52. Dude, Crystal Rose, get your collagen, girl. Get your collagen, guys. I swear by popping collagen. Just make sure it's hydrolyzed. I'm forgetting the name of the brand I use. Girl, you're never wrong. Most of the yeah. Well, I don't wanna be that person who's like, "I'm never wrong." And it's not me, it's spirit too, you know? Um, but yeah, so do that. And they told you 2 or 3 times, set 30 minutes, and then from there, it's gonna bring up memories. From there, it might be a memory that you're like, "Oh, that really bad thing did happen." You may not be able to heal it in that 30-minute session you got going on where you're just meditating for yourself. You might then need to, like, book a session with someone else to help clean it up, so it's a little bit of a process. You got your little kind of spiritual development plan. It's probably gonna take you. That's a good chunk of time it's gonna take you. Do you still use the TikTok call? Yeah, I still use the same one I sent you, Antoinette. I just don't have a link handy, guys. But if you guys want it, I'll take the time to look it up for you. I swear by that collagen, man, and face yoga. But okay, someone else had a question in here, and we're still in the free section. It's record cold in South LA. LA as in Los Angeles or LA as in Louisiana? Are you guys getting hit with this s- storm too? I've lived here for 9 years and it has never snowed where I live. Like I live in the valley in Chattanooga. I'm surrounded by mountains. If you go up the mountains, they get snow, but like it's actually snow and sticking to the ground. I'm like legit kind of impressed. Okay. If I could ask a question, involve 4 months with someone and I think it's right when we are together, but underneath I feel it's off. Any insight? Oh, interesting. Hey, good morning, just because Louisiana. Okay, so when you're with them, it feels right. When you're, oh, spirit, do you want to chat? Hmm. The relationship itself. You know, oh, interesting, Crystal Rose. EMF. I want to push back a little bit, offer a little bit of devil's advocate. Does it actually feel right when you're with them? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, this is I'm kind of expecting to see, yeah. Okay, the cards I pulled to like see your answer and then get the like, yeah, you got the soulmates card, you got the path. So it's soulmates, you feel that close connection. It does help you feel like you're more on point, on purpose, and it does feel like a budding good, mutual, respectful relationship. Okay, so it does feel good when you're there. Okay, I see why you say there's something off because there's something off. Okay, so I get why it feels right, like romantically and relationshipy, but like, is there long-term planning in the relationship, or is it more like in the moment we absorb each other's energy and it feels good? Because it doesn't seem like there's a solid foundation being built for a long-term future. That's what I'm not seeing here. I see the love, I see the connection, I feel energized when I get with them and hang out with them, and I feel like I'm more on point with my purpose and a path, and I feel more able to take action on stuff I know I should be doing after hanging out with them. But, like, is it hanging out or is it, "Hey, well, like, so how do that long-term planning God, I haven't been in a relationship in so long, but that long-term planning in a relationship, like well, hey, like I like to work out and I know for me what's important to me in a long-term relationship is if we work out together, that's definitely something I'm looking for. Like, is that stuff present? Because that's what I'm not seeing. But I am seeing your confusion in the sense that you feel protected when he's in your presence. But you're also feeling like it's wasted energy, and this is where it's a little bit of a leap on my end. Every once in a while, I can be wrong. Um, it's like wasted energy if you're not gonna feel protected when he's not around you, and the long-term planning, dude, that's what like, that I'm not saying the relationship itself is often flawed, I'm just saying that's what I'm picking up as what's off. And there's a part of you that wants to, like, dream and think about the future, but it's like, what's the point? I'm not seeing the signs from him. Even though I'm around him, I feel like my most beautiful self. I feel worthy. I feel lovable. Like, that's a lot of what you're supposed to get out of this relationship is that, like, you're lovable, all of you. And, for men or for women, a mass collective unconscious shadow women as a whole have is I'm too much. And so, like, this relationship is definitely to help show you that you're not too much, that you're lovable. But there's a little part of you that is, like, afraid it's just gonna, like, crumble because it is not solid foundation. So let me see your comments. Exactly right, I would like that, but no long term from him. Okay, so are you guys, like, exclusive, committed? Around 4 months, it should have happened by now. What I hear from, like, dating experts, that if both people truly want it, it takes anywhere from 6 weeks at the you wanna at least spend 6 weeks with someone before you commit, to 12 weeks. If it doesn't happen after 3 months, that's when they're, like, not it's not good. It either shows the person doesn't wanna commit with you or the person just isn't in a place where they want a relationship. We had the talk, but it didn't happen. Okay, so that's what feels off then, EMF. So it's a good relationship when you're with them. You don't have that solid foundation and that, like, container of "I'm loved" when they're not in front of me, so you don't have that safety that a long-term relationship provides. And this is where so if you just want, like, my best advice, it would be this is where it's not about telling them what they need to give you, it's about you internally going, I deserve peace of mind. I deserve someone who wants to pick up soup for me if I get sick. I want someone that if they get sick, I get to be the person that cares for them. I need cuddles every night. I'm ready to be living in a we where we discover the best routine that works out for us. Do you need 2 nights of board games a week, babe? Okay, those 2 nights, I'll make dinner so when you get home from work, you could eat and then you could go on your way to your board game. And I'll do the laundry that night. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's our nights where we cook together. Like, I need that. And when you sink into it and feel it to the core of your being, it's just like, inner being, help me go through this vibrational shift, then that's when that will either yoink the other person up, or you'll look at the current person and go, oh, you're not what I want. And then you'll be open to the actual person who wants what you want. Yeah, that's what I feel wasted energy, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's does that make sense about going within and going inner being? I am in a committed relationship. Guide me to the vibrational shift for that. Guide me to be I don't know what gender you are or anything about that, but like I'm a wife. I'm a husband. Guide me to that. Right, I see. I just need some insight. I feel like he is a dog who's happy to see you, but forget you when he is away. Okay, so that's what's off. Hey, Soul Rebel. I'm female, thanks. Okay, so so yours would be universe, show me what it feels like to feel worthy of that masculine container. I want that guy who's coming towards me. I want to feel his energy towards me, and I want to feel his energy coming towards the relationship. Help me feel worthy of a long-term committed partnership where there is a sense of obligation that we do take care of each other's needs, because I do want that person who, hey, it's snowing. Are you prepped? Are you ready? Not just, "Hey, wanna come over for a good time?" Hi, Kelly, can you let me know what I need to hear? Anything at all, please? Guys, so I will let you know, I do this Monday through Friday, 11 AM to 11:30 AM for free. After the 30-minute mark, that is when I do request a encouraged super chat amount of $20. It doesn't have to be, that's just the encouraged amount. If you would like your personal reading that day, if you don't want a super chat, you can come back the next day. I wish I could give everyone a reading. Um, I do wish I could, but I do it Monday through Friday. So come back next Monday. Or now would be a great time to smash the super chat button with your question. I am also working on my own business, but it's not off the ground yet. What does he have to hear about his current place? Whether they keep you hired or not, you're going to be okay financially. What does he need to hear about his business? It's definitely not time to go all in on your business and quit your day job. I could tell you that. It would be a lot of emotional upset that you're not ready for. You're not fully committed to your business either. There's just a part of you that it's a pleasant way to spend your time, and you look back nostalgically on it. So I wouldn't go all in on your business. Love you all. Had a good release. Oh, good. Phew, 9. The chat looks active. Yeah, this is a really fun pop in chat. Thanks for coming, guys, and hanging out. I love doing this show. Um, but again, guys, Monday through Friday, 11 to 11:30. It is free mini reads, high vibe mornings. Come hang out. So come hang out next Monday. I love doing this, and I can't do it without you guys. I love the idea of being like the only show on YouTube where all we do is talk about how do we personally get happy, how do we personally take our next step in life, um, and how do we build a plan to get there so that we love the journey to get there. That is the point of this show. Yeah, just because that was for you. You're appreciated, Kelly. Oh, thank you, Crystal Rose. Um, yeah, that was for you just because. I can't tell you if that company is going to keep you on or not, but you're going to be okay financially. So they'll either keep you on or you'll find a new job very quickly. And however it pans out, there you got the Ace of Cups, so it's going to help open you to fill in like that little bit of love for life again. I wouldn't go all in on your business. You're not ready, being blunt. Um, and I just put a link into the comments if you guys do want a personal reading. But I don't see a super chat, so I will say happy Friday, y'all. This was a great week of High Five mornings. I hope to see more of you next week. It's really fun when the chat is popping. So bring your friends too. And I love you all. I hope you all have a good weekend. Bye, guys.